5 incredible AI products just launched on Product Hunt today. And honestly, number 1 completely changes how businesses interact with their data. We've got Vercel rebuilding their entire platform, Mistral dropping a speech-to-text model, and GitHub letting you run every major AI coding assistant in one place. Let's break down February 5th's top 5 launches. Starting at number 5 with 145 upvotes, we have GitHub Agent HQ. Now this is something developers have been waiting for. You know how frustrating it is to switch between Claude, Codex, and Copilot when you're coding? You've got 3 different windows open. You're copy-pasting context between them, and half the time you forget which AI you asked what. GitHub Agent HQ solves all of that. It's a unified interface that lets you run Claude, OpenAI's Codex, and GitHub Copilot directly inside VS Code and GitHub itself. You pick which agent you want for a specific task. Maybe Claude for complex refactoring, Codex for quick completions, Copilot for documentation. All of them have access to your repos, your pull requests, your issues. No more context switching. No more losing your train of thought. This is what multi-agent development should actually look like. At number 4 with 192 upvotes, Mistral just entered the speech-to-text arena with Voxtral Transcribe 2. And they're not just competing, they're actually bringing something new to the table. Real-time transcription is table stakes at this point. What makes Voxtral different is the speaker diarization. It automatically identifies who is speaking in a conversation. So if you're transcribing a meeting with 5 people, you don't get one giant wall of text. You get "John said this, Sarah responded with that." It's built for developers with a clean API, runs natively on Android, and the latency is reportedly much lower than Whisper while maintaining similar accuracy. If you're building anything with voice, whether it's a meeting assistant, podcast tool, or accessibility app, Voxtral just became a serious contender. Number 3 with 217 upvotes is Higgsfield Vibe-Motion. This is where the vibe coding trend meets video generation. You give it a single prompt and it creates what they call motion images. Think living photographs, animated portraits that breathe, product shots that rotate and shine. The kind of content that stops you mid-scroll on social media. But here's what actually makes Higgsfield different from other AI video tools. There's a real editing canvas. You're not just generating something and hoping it looks good. You can refine specific elements, adjust the motion, control exactly how things move. For designers and marketers who need video content but don't have 6 months to learn After Effects, this is massive. 1 prompt, professional motion graphics, with actual creative control. That's the dream. At number 2 with 260 upvotes, Vercel just rebuilt V0 from the ground up, and it's no longer just a component generator. It's now a full-stack vibe coding platform. Let me explain what that means. The original V0 was incredible for generating React components. You describe a button, a form, a dashboard, and it builds it. The new V0 does entire applications, front-end, back-end, database schema, API routes, authentication. You describe what you want your app to do, and V0 generates the whole thing. This vibe coding movement is exploding right now. Instead of writing code line by line, you describe the vibe, the feel, the functionality, and AI handles the implementation. Vercel is betting big that this is the future of development, and with their infrastructure behind it, V0 might actually deliver on that promise. If you're building MVPs, prototypes, or even production apps, your timeline just went from weeks to hours. And the number 1 launch today with 352 upvotes is Supaboard. This is agentic business intelligence, and it's genuinely a big deal. Here's the problem Supaboard solves. Your company has data everywhere: Salesforce, Stripe, spreadsheets, databases, analytics platforms. Getting a simple answer like what was our revenue growth last quarter requires either knowing SQL or waiting 3 days for someone who does. Supaboard connects to over 600 data sources and lets you ask questions in plain English. But here's the killer feature that puts it at number 1. It has built-in AI agents that understand your business logic, your definitions, your metrics, your context. It's not just pulling numbers, it's applying your company's specific way of measuring things to give you answers that are actually correct. No SQL, no technical skills, no waiting for the data team. Business intelligence that's finally accessible to everyone in the company. That's why Supaboard is today's number one. That's your top 5 product hunt launches for February 5th, 2026. If you want these updates daily, subscribe and hit the bell. Drop a comment on which product you're most excited about. See you tomorrow.